Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Tani here with Kingdom Chats. How you guys doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to come to you guys today. I am so keyed on this subject or this topic that it's just I have to keep reiterating and talk about it. How could you not when you understand something else um, than what they've taught us in this world? You know what I mean? It's very, very hard to explain because I feel as if you're trying to say something to someone that is the truth within Christ and the just the mindset of how everyone thinks and how we were programmed to think, if you haven't taken yourself away from this entire crazy world that we live in, if you haven't noticed, to yourself and really trying to get to know your source better, it's it's not going to be an easy task for people to really grasp. You understand? So with what I'm doing now, I'm just, doing my part at least. I would hope people will try to at least understand, you know, where I'm coming from. So what I want to talk about today is just our rights simply as a human. I don't think we understand because we were born into this world and our parents or everyone that surround us are wards of the state, meaning we're just slaves of the state. We come and we work and we don't question no kind of authority because we believe that they have our best interests at heart. I know that we do as humans. And because again, some of us we just want things easy. We don't really want to work for what we want. We just think that we're going to just come and work for somebody and live comfortably and die. And you have really missing out or really been brain, I don't want to use that word, brain effed up, in other words, that I'm not saying it's a bad thing because I was there, trust me. Not that I've always known that there was something. Of course there was something. There is a sky above us. We did not just get placed here to come and work for the man and get him rich, and while we are enslaved and know nothing, stay keeping our head down in the damn dirt and just keep going, not knowing anything better. There has got to be something else out there. But we don't challenge authority. We just come and we place ourselves right in it because of the conditioning, yes, from school. They start us out early, man. You have to understand that this government system has been here for since the beginning of time, and it started out wicked from the beginning of time. You know, why do you think um, Christ came and sacrificed himself for his people? You know what that means. I don't really think a lot of us understand in this society or in this world that we live in what that really means. This world is all about commerce. It's all commercial. It's all about fiat. It's all about money. At the end of the day, everyone is eating off of you. We are the energy and we're the soul. We're the body that has been created by our heavenly Father, right? And it's a constant battle between good and evil in this world. We may just think that we are here and we go to work every day, come back home, and doing what we're supposed to do is what it is initially that some of us don't even like to go to work. Some of us are going to a job that we don't even like just to survive, right? It's not supposed to be like that. It was never supposed to be like that, you know? And one fact that I want to mention just from the beginning, and when, they still keep this ritual, and it's ritual because when we were born, not knowing nothing before birth certificate, right? We just know that coming into the world, not knowing that the birth certificate is this, it signifies in the United States. I know it's like that. It's like a world order now everywhere around the world, but I'm just specifically talking about because I'm just doing the studies of here in the States, right? But it's the same thing all over because it's a world order. The same thing that happens. You have a birth certificate, you are like a ward of where you live, you know what I mean? So my thing is with that, that's an entire bond that they take out on you initially from you're a kid, right? It's like you were born, you were given birth, but you were deemed dead because now the name that your mother gave you or your father came up with, it's now a corporation. Now you're a business. And this is exactly how they deal with you. You are a fictional person. You're not a living soul human being. This is how the cops treat us the way they do. They don't listen to us. The judge don't listen to us. This is why you're deemed incompetent in court because you're not competent enough to represent yourself. And you have to get a representative, and all of these people work for the same entity. You're the only one there that is trying to fight for your rights as a human soul. Because you know what? In these legalese language, they done switched up the words for their sake. For example, when the judge asks you, do you understand? That just simply means you are giving me the right. You are putting yourself under me. You know what I mean? Giving up like all your rights and you're coming under me. It's really like for breakdown terms in order for people to understand. And that's simply what that means. In the English language, do you understand? Meaning, do you comprehend? But that's not what that means in legalese in the courtroom, man. And this is how every time you go and you get a lawyer, you end up going to jail anyways, because they're going to tell you, yes, you're going to end up. You don't have to. It's because you're consenting with them is why you go to jail. Yeah, I had to cut it real quick. But what I was saying is just you consent to everything. You know what I mean? And then they have everything is about contract these days, man. Everything. The first thing I want to mention is just that you have to know that the United States is now, it's a corporation. It's been a corporation since say 1933, when money, real money that has been backed by gold and silver has really been out of circulation in this country. And the United States is bankrupt. They keep printing money. You see, a lot of us don't. I feel like if we all understood the law and we all try to at least get some basic knowledge of what's going on in the world, the way things are going right now, it's going to be depleted because they're really depending on our ignorance to the law in order to keep functioning the way they're functioning in this world. These people in high places, these courts, these lawyers, these judges, a sovereign, all right, if you look even on the Constitution of this land, they get all of the rights or the laws from this book that they claim that is a religious book. They really trying to throw all of us off, and we all falls for it. We all think this thing is about religion. We all think this thing is about something else other than just a right as the human soul that the Creator has made for us to be on this earth. You know what I mean? With all rights, equally, liberty and the pursuit of happiness for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But we're born and we don't understand because we weren't placed in a place where someone can explain to us, our rights for just being born. I was getting back to the fact that they measured you when you were a baby, and they weigh you. They weigh you for the amount of gold you were worth at that time when you were born. That's the whole point, or the whole basic behind them weighing you at birth as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. So like I said, I've been listening to Brother Tazadak, and it's just enlightenment, and I really just have to come here and talk about it again for more people to hear, because I feel like some people wouldn't sit and listen to somebody else, but like when someone else is really kind of reiterating most of the things that they say, hopefully that you will listen to this spirit or this house that's talking through the spirit towards people, you know what I mean? So we have to take away the judgmental things that is in our minds. And the first thing it really starts with changing the mindset, man. It really starts with changing. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I am telling you, and it's not going to be easy, and nothing is ever going to be easy when it's something good that's going to come, you know what I mean? So just try to not give up on certain things. If you really, it's probably good. It's going to be a process, right? It's going to be a process. And if you know, or if you look next to you and you realize that, what are you doing with this life that you have? Or what are you trying to accomplish? I know everyone around you is probably doing something else, because everybody seems to be friggin' caught up in this world, man. Like, just caught up in doing a bunch of nothing. I would rather just, read the book of our Creator, know what our move should be or what it shouldn't be, get closer to God. In the Christian world, not that I'm saying anything bad about it, but it does say John baptized Jesus with water, right? But when Jesus came, what was it? You're going to be baptized through the Holy Spirit. If the Spirit is not upon you, I understand why you're being led in a way, and I'm telling you from experience, and I've always felt and know that something was there, but we ignore it. We tend to just want to do and please whatever the flesh is. And it's just like we have our heads down in the damn ground because meaning that we're caught up in this world, that we just tend to, it's like you lose sight of reality, like the real, actual reality. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you may say, oh, shoot, I can't pay this and I can't do this right now, but that's the panic stage, because they program us to think this way. They put us in situations, yes, to think this way, but there's always remedies in everything. Once you start looking for it, you're going to find it. And this is just a continuation of my journey. I've been doing these videos for a little while now, and I want to keep up, just to show the people the stages and the journey that the Creator has taken me on this path. You understand? And one more thing that I want to mention, that, how these public servant really are placed here to really damage the people. Like, everything that's bad, they do everything to us, man. This is why you have people out here, we're suffering from a lot of different things, because how this broken, crooked system is set up. It's not for the people. The people are supposed to know the rights for ourselves and go into the court to fight for your rights, right? But at the end of the day, you can't just run up in there thinking that you know things. You have to really kind of put the time in and take yourself away and really kind of study and try to understand. There are so much things or assets out here to help you clarify things if you're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the smartest person to be reading something and try to comprehend and understand it. It just takes some time. Because now, if you are reading something that you don't understand, just take the time and go to the dictionary or go somewhere else where you can find a meaning to a word or something, whatever it may be. It just takes time. And you're putting all this time into these people's work, and you're just not putting the time for yourself, man. But a word that I've come across was aphasia. And sometimes we hear words or we see words, but we just don't comprehend it. And cognitive dissonance is another word. It's just like something that they have came up with. They meaning just this de facto government. They've figured out a way, to do things, really meaning just to brainwash us in order for us not to really comprehend certain things. And when we're hearing the truth, it's just like, woo, the brain goes against it. Can you imagine how manipulative people could be? But like I said, we are all made in the image and likeness of our Creator. And there's something there that's going to tell you, or you're going to feel it. This is nothing that man can compete against. You understand? So sometimes when we hear, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of deceitfulness out here. Every month, like you almost feel like everyone is out to deceive you as a person, right? But I feel like if you give certain things a chance and try to understand where they're coming from, look it up. Look, anything you watch, you look it up, research it yourself, and see what it's about. And then you make your own decision. We're all here to stand for ourselves. Don't think of the next person is going to save you, because when time comes for judgment, I can't save you and I can't save the next person. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have my own judgment. And I just hope, from how I was living, it's not going to be too harsh. But he say he forgives you of everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? He came and yeah. He came and he died for our sins for a reason. And I think we all put that in like a fictional world because we don't really think that it's reality. It's reality. And then they've curved our thinking and brainwash us to think otherwise about this entire thing. And it's hard to believe anything. So automatically, like, you're doomed for failure. You're just now coming to do what they have created in the world now for us to do. Go to school. Be educated by their public fool systems. Go to college. Be in a bunch of debt after we get out of college. Get married. Another contract. Be in debt again. Get a house. Be in more debt. How the heck are we supposed to have peace of mind? How the heck is a human being supposed to be living comfortably and do what we were created to do with all of this in our head, in our mind, stress. We have to do this, we have to think. We can't even humbly and in love do what the Creator has really created us to do. Some of us are lost because we're confused about what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? But like I try to at least, do my part, encourage the young kids at least, because we don't want this to keep going, man. We want to educate our kids to come and do something different from what we, at least I took the time out. My parents never knew, or I never heard nothing from, like, I don't think anybody in my vicinity knows what's going on. But when you're curious and you take the time out to figure certain things out, you're going to know, you know. Nevertheless, you may be scared, because that's what it is. Fear is in everybody, and they've done such a good job instilling fear in us. But I feel like once you educate yourself on certain things that you may need to know, excuse me, and they come at you with things, you'll be able to stand on your feet, or you'll be able to answer and stand your ground on what you know. Common law. And the thing with the common law is it's secured by the Constitution of this land in America, a maxim, which it was originally called before. You understand? And don't be afraid. It's just that we don't challenge enough because we're scared. Because they come with the tactics. They come at us. For example, they come at us pulling us over on the street with this emergency light like it's a freaking emergency. How are you going to stop me on a what if? On you're going too fast. What if you kill somebody? That's a statute. That is not law that they be able to pull you over. So when they put, and it's so much to learn, but they don't teach us this in the school because they don't want us. They want us to keep our head in the damn ground and walk around like we're dummies and just keep doing what they're doing. This is how they make revenue on us, man, on a constant basis. And they use their fear tactics and everything. It's like you can't gain this information and not put it out there somehow to help the people, man. They may not even keep this video up, but the power of the Creator is the only reason certain things happen. And there's constant battle and constant fight against it since the beginning of time. And it hasn't changed much. And it's all written in this book. But because they show us or point that book to us in a different sense, we go to it on some religious aspect. Like, it's not, people. It is not. Stop approaching the Bible as a religious book. It's a manual for your life. So just try not to let, it is hard. I know it's hard, man. It's not going to be easy, but I pray each day, man. I would love to see, our people stand up or rise up as in the capacity as we should. But I know it's a stage, or it's something to get over first. I understand it, trust me. And as I'm going through this whole process, I really kind of want to keep sharing and, showing you guys the process of what I'm doing. Now I'm trying to, file the secure party creditor thing. And what that does is put a lien against the all capital letters name that they call the straw man name. And you are in function as the human soul of that debtor name, because they deem you a debtor with that corporation name, right? So you as an individual, not an individual, because every word person is a corporation. All of these words, your words has to be on point if you're going to be able to explain yourself anywhere or talk to anybody. This is all a game of commerce. Everybody's out to get you for some kind of money. So we get confused because we don't understand what's going on. They done did something and turn everything upside down, and we probably think we're going crazy if we're trying to start figuring it out, because the way they have done things for it to be confusing for you, and how they've programmed our mind and our brain to think, oh man, it's going to be hard to strip it down and build it back up, because it's been built up by all these lies and all these tactics and all these things that they have taught us. And this is what we have put through our belief system. And this is what becomes our philosophy of life. And it determines the way we have been living right now. You understand? And I don't want to keep going. This is becoming too long right now, this video. But I hope and pray, like I said, I'm going to keep sending out good videos of truth. My brothers and sisters, God children, God people, man, you just have to understand that this is not it, man. It's a constant battle. It's a constant battle of good and evil in this world. Stop looking for the devil down in the ground. He's among us. He's among us. Fight it. Fight him every day. I know a lot of our spirits are contaminated, and because we know no better. We just feel like we're living for the flesh, which I'm guilty of. I'm not going to lie. I can't say that I was not until you get or grasp some better understanding of what's happening here and the enticing things that really grabs you to certain things, But I'm not saying you got to be all holier thou than everybody else or whatnot, but it's just good to know. Stay in purity. Stay humble. Love one another, man. When you find yourself doing something negative besides that, look at yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong? You're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. At the end of the day, it's a simple covenant that the Creator left with us, just to love each other, which is the main thing we're able to function among each other properly, in the proper sense that we're supposed to be functioning. But we have these de facto government that comes and change things around and let us brainwash us into thinking other things, and our mind is all messed up. But you know what? There are people being waking up. It's only for a short period of time. It says it in the Bible, Revelation 12:12, right? It states, I'm not going to quote it. I think I put it up on my WhatsApp page before. But the simple thing to know about that is, just know that it's not going to last forever. The devil may have us away right now, and it won't last forever. So he has to be taken over at this moment in time. But everything has to be fulfilled before the Creator comes. So this is what we see happening, and to our Creator, Yahweh, be the glory, and for everything. And I want to thank you all again for watching this video. I appreciate you so much. God bless, and peace. Thank you.